Yeah, guys, so you know what happened? Well, unfortunately, it looked like the Twitch crashed, but then it was a crash of my PC. So at first, I got the notification on Twitch Studio that Twitch crashed, and then I got a notification from my PC. Well, notification, then the whole my PC went blank and crashed. So I actually don't know even what crashed first. Looked like Twitch, but hey, hard to say. Hard to say, my friends. So let me load the game. He came back from Mikoshi. Yeah. I thought you were kidnapped by reptilians from Alpha Centauri. Yeah, my friend, that definitely felt like it. Counts as death.
Hey, wake up.
I actually think that Kamil at some point was counting by.
It worked. The cartoon. He's dreaming.
You got the BD?
That Kamil
Right
at some
here.
point was
Slide it
counting
in.
like the
Jack
times
into the
my
computer. I wanna see
PC
it on the monitor.
died. So hey, here you go. We are getting back to the BD in a second. Just resetting everything up, guys, because I had to. Normally, it takes me a bit of time
Come on, V.
before I get everything back in order, but I am. Don't start it. I think I have no choice, my friend.
That dock of yours is quick. Not bad.
Blame the Windows. It's always Windows OS. God damn. I don't know what it was, because that was the thing. Like before everything crashed, I got this like large red message in the Twitch studio saying like that the Twitch encoding crashed, with a request to send it. You know, with a request to send to Twitch. You know, like my log.
He was sick.
Hello,
He
Trick
wouldn't
Media.
eat, stayed in his
Good to
shell.
see
I
you.
just wanted to help him.
GPU issues? It's hard to say, right? Like the crash was saying that it was a Twitch encoding issue, but holy shit, I don't really know.
Good people took you in, extended their trust. This is how you repay them?
Okay, guys, so we are back to the story of Anthony Harris, right? I am here as Anthony Harris, and that's the recording we obtained, and it turns out that he killed a turtle of lion by injecting something. And Anthony believes that he wanted to help.
What did you just say? Okay, I've had enough. Principal's gonna hear about this. Your foster parents too.
Uh-huh.
I see. Like father, like son.
Okay. That's... Okay, he's following. Okay, and I see there's some visual clues here.
About my dad.
That's right, you little shit. I know it all. Farm failed. Dad put a bullet in his head.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You can't talk about my dad, you prick! You can't! You can't! He was sick, weak. I just wanted to help him.
That shit is wild. Jesus Christ, that shit is wild. Like every time when I'm relieving that, I'm like, okay, that is real crap. Okay, guys, so we know that there's two visual clues. So let me rewind to that moment. Mr. Blue Eyes Kid. Okay.
About my dad.
Okay, so this is an unknown teacher. Cheap, well-worn Night City, mid-20s, 40s. Interesting. Okay. Let me go back to these to the clues that we have. Okay. I think we are here in the middle. Okay, so we are here actually. So guys, I can actually tell you a bit of a
Old
behind the
one.
scenes story in a
Dating
moment.
from 2042, first place in an interscholastic wrestling tournament.
Now, hold on. Let me check which school won that tournament. Laguna Bend. Looks like the whole town got flooded in the 50s.
And those are all clues that we are giving you as a player, actually, so that you will know which farm that it's gonna be, right? So, a few things actually that I can tell you guys regarding like basically in general the design of the Braindances. Laupel, thank you so much for the sub. It's really appreciated, man. Okay, guys, behind the scenes story by Centauro 120. So there was basically like at some point me and Rafał Jankowski, our one of our quest designers, we basically took care of the design of the first like prototypes for the Braindances. We wanted to actually turn the mechanics of actually the person's emotions and feelings and what we actually have gone through, turn it into a gameplay. And we have tried like lots of different variants, you know, things that actually could work the best. And at some point actually we ended up with actually this version here. You can see that you have Anthony Harris here, so I'm here, and basically you can see here that in my view it's only this part here. That's why sorry, I switched the layer, but I didn't want to. So that's why you can see that, for instance, here everything behind the corner is actually black, right? Everything that is behind me is actually black. So the way it's basically done is that with Rafa we figured out, okay, we should do it in a way that basically we have a mask that is being put over the level, and at the moments when we are actually moving and looking from the player's eyes, we are cutting out parts of that mask and basically drawing it to show the player basically what's on the view in that specific cone, in that specific range, so that you will actually as a player have really a feeling of you experiencing someone's recording, in this case the visual part, right? Like what I actually can see. But that's why at some point, like me and Rafa, we came with this idea, okay, let's actually try to introduce another layers, you know, like a thermal layer, right? So things that are warm will be warm, things that are actually cold will be cold. This is the one that I have used with Rafa when we were doing this Braindance puzzle in the final quest in the prologue, or first act actually in the prologue, when you are in Yorinobu's apartment, right? There are specific clues, like for instance the champagne that is lying in that pot with ice, to give you as a player a feeling that there are some low temperatures and high temperatures. That's why you can scan the lamps. That's why you can scan like the refrigerator, I believe that is. There is an AC vent, like all of those things to give you this feeling of actually, you know, different types of sensations registering what's happening in the game for a given person. So now let me actually rewind to that moment when we are relieving, when we can actually scan that specific clue. There's a question from Paris Croissant. Hello, Paris Croissant. Paris Croissant says, hello, does CDPR has any plans to communicate with the community about the future of the game? So first of all, like, I am not the PR guy, right? I'm a director of a quest team and cinematic team and open world team. Those are three departments that I'm responsible for. I'm not the PR guy, as you guys know, that are here very often on those streams. So I won't be talking about like future plans, especially on the PR side of the game. I'm here streaming, talking mostly about the design and explaining like some of the design decisions regarding what we have done in the game and why, and also like answering questions and listening to what people say, because I want to also learn from you as players, and that's my like main objective, so that we can all understand each other better. So I won't be really talking about any PR initiatives. Definitely, like when we will be ready, you know, to talk to you about things for the future, we definitely will. This is as much as I can tell you, Paris Croissant, at this point. Pavel, was the inability to see more Braindances due to their difficulty in creating a good decision from today's perspective? Or maybe it was necessary to make easier to create less interactive BDs but more, so that the player can buy them and collect them even without any influence of the quest? Huh. That's a good question, Pablo. I mean, I am not really sure what was the best decision. Like, I definitely remember like us having multiple discussions, you know, regarding like how many Braindances we should have and why. The thing is that Braindances in its nature, this is a bit different type of gameplay, right? That you normally are experiencing in our games. That means that for the players who are fans of a narrative games or are fans of a shooter gameplay, suddenly you have something that is vastly different. It's a gameplay that is more suited for like a puzzle game. Therefore, we had a lot of discussions regarding like how much we should create, and we have tried to strike a balance between amount of them and the depth, right? So if you can see like all of those Braindances, they're quite elaborate. I mean, depending which one, of course, right? But those that we have done are pretty elaborate, with like multiple different clues and switching between layers and so on. Because we wanted to give players like quality and depth, but in the same time not make as many of them so that the players that won't really enjoy them that much won't be tired of it. There's also another aspect of it, and I talked about it a bit before on other streams, is that, as you can see, Braindances are fairly costly when it comes to execution, right? So when you, if you like see, this is unfortunately like a lot of work, you know, to put it together like that. Also, like from a technical perspective, like a sheer fact that, you know, I can like rewind it like this, right? And you can see basically correctly, you know, all those masks. We call it, so all those rendering masks actually correctly, you know, moving through, depending of my position and so on. This all, and also like there was also like something that I talked about it a bit before regarding the visuals when it comes to VFX, for instance, right? We had to create a custom tech that would allow us to rewind VFX in real time, right? And again, those all things are doable, perfectly doable actually for the game. But thing is that when you put it all together, so like the fact that we didn't know how much players will actually really appreciate it and enjoy it, the fact that we wanted to balance amount of it with the depth of it, and then the fact that it was also pretty complex to make and quite work costly and time consuming. This is what we end up with as you have in the game, right? Right now, like, I don't know if the better decision would be to have like less of them, but shorter, and like maybe more of them, but really not doing anything. I mean, like, I think that from taking looking into all the variables that we had on the table when we were making that decision, I think that decision was correct. From perspective today. Because, like, again, making something, right, making something more here would require not making something else somewhere else, right? And that's really the, I would say, the important bit. That's really, I think, the important bit. Let me look at the bulletin board, sorry.
There was a case study back at the academy.
School bulletin, drugs are bad. Wow. Okay, we probably recognize it, right? Wintermuted, thank you so much for being on the chat, on the stream. I appreciate that you came over. Memorial to the 2044 school shooting. So that is also like I think I would say an interesting piece that might be interesting for you guys. So let me actually playback mode go to this again. So when we were actually designing the Braindance here, we wanted to as a designers give you as a players like a interesting hints, you know, of things that happen. And here you basically have this trophy, right? Like when they were talking about that there was a specific school that actually has won that trophy, because we wanted the player to actually start thinking, and especially River. Player is one thing, but River start thinking, okay, what is actually where actually that thing happened, so that you'll be able to localize the school in space faster when doing the investigation. Okay, guys, let me jump back to me and play, because I'm not sure actually if there's...
Don't you dare talk
Yes, so
about
we
my
have
dad.
this. Okay, I'm speeding up. Also, like, you can see that longer I basically... Can I scan it? I probably can't. Because this is a thing that I'm seeing, not an actual real thing, right? Yep. Yeah. That's it. And you can also see, like, such a small detail, right? But you can see here that the subtitles are on the bottom of my screen. But then when I go here, actually the subtitles cannot really be anymore at the bottom of my screen, because there can be multiple people talking. Therefore, we had to, like, make this intelligent subtitles that will recognize, you know, where you are. And I know that this sounds like a really basic thing, but there was a lot of the things like that, right? For instance, the fact that longer I hit rewind, actually faster it rewinds, right? You can see that, like, speeds up to some point, right? Because I think it also has a limit how fast it's rewinding. So all of those things actually, you know, all of them actually take just an effort and work really to create them and combine it like that. Were any quests that you worked on inspired by Braderunner movies? I mean, I don't think any quest specifically has been inspired by Bladerunner movies, but definitely, like, we have this, we definitely have the really great, I would say, Easter egg that Philip Weber worked on.
Where you going now? Come here.
That is, well, from the Blade Runner, as probably a lot of you know. So, in a way, of course, you know, Blade Runner's games influenced Cyberpunk.
Get something?
Also, when it comes to visuals, right?
I asked you a question.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Choline, I'm at thy 9 levels. See anything odd?
Too low?
You were supposed to check before school. What do you gotta say for yourself? Cow's gonna die because of you. Gonna kill it like you killed your mama.
I'm sorry.
Damn, this father is
Don't
just
apologize.
ruthless.
Just dial up her hormones.
Okay.
And shut off that goddamn cartoon! How many times I gotta tell you not to leave it like that, hmm? Half the day I spent trying to turn that shit off.
William Gibson has to be the biggest influence. Amazing books. Yeah, so I talked about the works of William Gibson in the past streams, absolutely. Jesus Christ. Okay. That music's kind of catchy. Well, I mean, that was the intention, right? Snakes9, thank you so much for your sub. It's really appreciated. Jesus. Okay. Hormones. Okay. And that's our cartoon, right? That's our cartoon.
That's our cartoon. Tony really seemed to love it.
Guess that'd be that.
DC9B wrote Happy New Year. Happy New Year. To you too. Okay, guys. So there is actually turn it off. I mean, we will turn off the Braindance soon, because I need to check those clues, right? So as you can see, guys, like this Braindance, the next one is a fairly elaborate one, right? For instance, here you can see here, it looks like there's someone there, right? And we look in, and there's no one. J.K. Wolf asks, why do we only speak English here? I mean, only because we have, like, a lot of people from international audience, and it's just to be sure that we can understand each other, you know? That's it, right? Like, I know there's a lot of Polish people, but I see from the stats on the Twitch that actually lots of people, and like more than half, is actually not Polish speakers, on each stream. So if we would start talking Polish, like we'll just exclude a huge number of people, and majority of Polish people actually can speak English, while I would say majority of the world can't. Anyway, guys, this is that his mother, Merlinder Psychofister, asks, well, how do you guys think, right? He mentioned the mom, then there's the blood and the cow behind, and here she is, right? When he's sad and she mentioned here, we are getting here, and actually she's here. But C16 wrote, Poles are not geese, we can also speak English. Yeah, exactly. Polacy nie gęsi I po angielsku też potrafią. If I dare to translate that. Edusal asks, what do I think about mods for Cyberpunk? I absolutely love it, honestly. I was very open about it in the past, that lots of the devs in my team, specifically, I mean, by my team, I mean Quest team, but open world and cinematic departments are also my departments.
Supplements in the feed for disease-free livestock.
But like a lot of the devs, in the teams that I'm directing, they are coming from the modding community, right? A lot of them are actually like famous modders from like even years back. Like I think we have 7 or 8 modders at this point in the team that has 21 people right now. So that's, and I'm talking about the Quest team right now. In cinematic and open world team, I think in open world team there's 2 modders. And in cinematic team, I don't think we have any modders, but it's also dictated a bit by the specifics of this work. Okay, guys, so we saw that there are these dietary supplements here, apple flavored hormones for cattle. Damn. Gatsurod Wilduch, we had to learn English to understand what the fuck's going on in Fallout years ago. Yep, exactly, Gatsu. But it's kind of useful skill, right? Isn't it? It's actually kind of useful skill. Grinder asks, I don't know how much you can tell, but any further plans for Bugbear? She has lots of unique assets and stuff for someone who just plays Sleeping Beauty for 2 minutes. You encounter her. I wonder if she had more role. I'm actually not fully aware if she had a bigger role or not. As that time, basically, I haven't been handling the, let's call it an open world topics. I haven't been involved in open world as much as I am right now. So it's hard for me to say if she had bigger things like Bugbear and actually a lot of the characters in Cyberpunk and also Witchers too. But I think in Cyberpunk we have like reached a peak in it. Is like we very often create lots of like custom assets and elements for characters that are just background. And the reasons why we do that, because we are sort of like, we know how important it is for world building, for the players to really feel and believe in the world that is depicted. Therefore, it actually takes a bit of work to really create those extra assets and extra things that you can find that are maybe not so much in the spotlight, but you can still find them and appreciate them. And I think that's the goal. Like, I have played It Takes Two with Sapphire over Christmas, and guys, this game is absolutely fucking amazing. I love It Takes Two. I totally understand why the game got Game of the Year on Game Awards. If you didn't play it, try it. Amazing game, amazing experience. With Sapphire, we had so much fun. And It Takes Two is actually a great game that shows that investing into side things that player can find but doesn't have to, things that actually make the world more believable and more complete but are not the core of experience, actually makes a lot of sense. There's so many levels in this game when you play, and you find so much optional things, sometimes completely custom gameplay that they made, fairly basic gameplay, but still completely custom things that they have built only for that, just to make it complete, just to make it feel good. I was really in awe. Like, absolutely chapeau bas for José Fares and his team. They did tremendous work. And guys, definitely play It Takes Two. Camille Cesar asks, can I play It Takes Two alone? I actually don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I think you need someone to play it with. Phantom Nuker asks, hey Pavel, can we expect any big news before March? My friend, I'm really sorry, but I cannot tell you anything. As I said, I'm not a PR guy, right? Like, I won't be talking about...
No way to ID him. Kid's father was a real hard ass.
I won't be talking about any future initiatives here. Like, I'm always talking here about the game, about the design, about the things that we've done and why, but I won't be talking about the future plans. We'll get to it though, right? At some point when we'll be ready, we'll be talking about it. The same as happened with the previous, I think, 11 patches, right? We have done 11 patches last year for the game. So 11 or 10, but I think it was 11. Then we can discuss it, you know. Have you played A Way Out? So I know that actually a lot of people in the red team did, but I didn't. We have been talking with Sapphire to actually try it, you know. Okay, Anthony Harris's father, unknown, male, farmer's build, mid-21st century Texas origin, physical resemblance to Anthony Harris. Interesting. Okay, so that's a father. Romulus, could you explain the flux capacitor to a quest newbie? Think it's in Q003. Oh god, Romulus. Yes, I can. Flux capacitor is basically a type of implementation that speeds up a time in moments when player is actually not aware of it. And the reason for that is to have lights positioned in the perfect moments and ways for the scenes. So let's imagine as a designer, you have walked in through door A, as a player, you walked in through door A, and walking through that corridor, there's no windows on the way till the door at the end. Between those doors, there's no windows, so you cannot see the sun position. In that moment, as designers, we're sometimes using flux capacitor. This basically means that I can speed up the time of the game that it takes roughly, let's say, as each second takes 4 seconds real time. That means that when you are actually moving for 10 seconds, already 40 seconds passed in a real time. And we are using that tricks to position the sun in the perfect moments. That's why very often when you're actually in Cyberpunk scenes, and in Witcher we did that the same. Just in the Witcher was just way more, way simpler. I don't want to use word primitive because that's not the case. It was not primitive at all. But when it comes to implementation of those complex mechanics, it was much simpler. And in Cyberpunk we used flux capacitor often to make sure that we can speed up the time in a way that you as a player, let's say in 1 minute, you will pass 15 minutes of the position of the sun on the sky, so that, well, let's say when you arrive at the moment of, I don't know, meeting Takemura in the diner, or meeting Hanako in Embers, or let's say in the pickup quest, at the moment when you arrive for the scene, the sun will be at the perfect moments. And we are doing this, we are cheating like this as devs very often, right? Because we want to deliver you the perfect visual feast, I would call it, for the player. So when you as a player, you're actually moving around the world, we want to cheat behind your back in a way that the game will look much better for you, right? Because you can unintentionally arrive to a certain scenes at the time that does not make the scene look best, because sun can be in lots of different positions, and there are some positions when it looks best, you know. And you can, when you play the game, you actually see it quite a lot, that we are doing that. So this is what flux capacitor is. Sorry, that was a fairly long explanation, but it's actually a really interesting topic. That was a flux capacitor. It's an invention of Danish Markiewicz, our quest designer. So like the weather when you arrive to White Orchard in Witcher 3, yes, Domi Davi, but the weather in there is done, I would say, a bit more primitive way. But it's like, I would say this is an ancestor of how we do it in Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, it's much harder to spot. Korpoik, thank you so much for being here, and good night. I'm really glad you came over. So yeah, in Cyberpunk it's just much harder to spot actually that we are sometimes cheating on a time to basically deliver you better experience, visual specifically.
Meat loaded with this shit.
Okay, Jesus Christ, this dude is a fucking psycho. And you can hear the sound. DJ Elimo wrote, "Hey Pavo, Cyberpunk is an awesome game. Keep up the good and much continued success." Thank you so much. I'm glad you have liked the game. This is very encouraging for us. And thank you so much for being in the stream. Amos Frey, it's very interesting listening to you explaining the design and how passionate you're about it. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, that's the thing, like, designing those things, this has been my whole life, right? I love it. I really love it. I really love doing those things, you know? And I really love, like, learning about stuff like that. This is so fucking interesting. Like, it's just so cool. Cyberpunk was great, but we're still waiting for Cyberpunk 2069 Sasko Cat. I mean, guys, the Cyberpunk 69 debuted, right? Like, you can get the demo. So hey, you can you can have some of the Cyberpunk
Looks like a
2069.
scanner for checking vitals.
Our incredible community worked on that. I didn't have much experience with Cyberpunk, so I don't know, but I hope you guys will like it. MJ Torshits wrote, "Cyberpunk is my second best game ever. First one is Witcher 3." Thank you. I mean, I'm glad, you know, that your two best games are the games that we as a CDPR worked on. Marcin wrote, "Cyberpunk Samurai Edition." I mean, my friend, I hope you know that this is a absolute, you know, rumor, and nothing is confirmed from that rumor. I just don't want you guys to be like, you know, disappointed or even like expect something else, you know, because like you've been listening or hearing like some absolutely sometimes made up things, you know, so yeah. Okay. Oh, can I scan this? Can I scan this poor cow? Oh, it does not register. Okay, I can
See that? Cow's sick, like the rest.
Jesus Christ. This place is fucking horrifying. Do you like animes? I do, but not so many. I do not watch so much of it nowadays, unfortunately. Just don't have much time, to be honest. G Apollo, any news on Edge Runners? Not really. Not at this point. We will be talking about it as soon as we can. Right? Same as always. But I can't wait for it to be honest. Kirkov Kalashnikov said the rumors actually make me more curious about what will happen with the next update. I mean, I guess it makes people talk about the game. You know, Kirkov. The only thing I'm just worried about is like people having like not unrealistic expectations, because it's not about it. It's just like expecting something like completely different and getting hyped. I don't know about what. Like, I don't know, having a live tigers in your flat. Which I don't know who would want to, but hey, and people getting hyped about that instead of actually like something that would make sense for the game. You know what I mean? So it's just, yeah. Okay, guys, I think we have examined this Braindance quite a bit, because I'm not seeing anything else on the timeline. Bartek TMS, hello mate, how you doing? Thank you, Bartek. I'm quite okay. I'm really excited to go back to work because I had a break till today, pretty much, from Christmas. However, I've been working on some things in between, and I just can't wait to go back to the teams and start 2020 for real. Babsonovska wrote, the worst thing that can happen is people rumoring and expecting the stuff and then end up being disappointed and talk bad about the game again. When nothing official came out, it will only hurt CDPR again. So guys, please just wait for official news. Yeah, I guess this is what I meant mostly. Kirkov, I totally understand. I feel especially hard when you are in the position like yours when you can talk about it. Sniper Viper 95 New Game Plus is my only request. My one request. Yes, we actually know that you guys would love to have the would want to have the New Game Plus. It's actually Berek. Oh, I see. I see, Berek. Okay then. Guys, there's so much you write on the chat all the time. The worst thing that's the one that I wrote. Jadunio 112. Okay, Jadunio writes, hello Pablo, I finished my bachelor's degree. I took 1 year break from university to go on a regular job. Okay. However, it is my great ambition to be quest designer CDPR. In my free time, I started writing some short stories in quest design to show them off in a few months. Would you recommend some other ways I could start a writing career? Jadunio, there's actually lots of different ways. Definitely started writing quests is one of the best ways to do so. One of the better ways, if you want to be a quest designer, is to get any of the modern modding toolsets. Let's say Skyrim or even the Shadowrun one. Or you can even start from things like Game Maker. So like something really basic. And start from actually designing it, and then implement it, and then play it, and then refine it. Play it again, check what worked, what didn't, and fix it. And keep on doing that for, let's say, a year. You know? This has been so far one of the best ways to learn, improve, and really find a job in one of the departments that I'm directing. Quest team is a very specific one, right? Because you need to know a lot about the storytelling and a lot of implementation. When it comes to the open world design, it's a bit less about the storytelling, but you are using different tools to tell a story through that. It's more about creating believable worlds and believable communities, believable situations, you know. So this is more what the open world is about. And when it comes to cinematic design, it's actually about the scenes, you know. It's actually about creating conflict, creating emotions through the characters, through the flow of the scenes, their motivations, what they want to do in those specific scenes. And those topics are gigantic, but they all vary. They all very much overlap. So if you can learn anything from that groups, actually by writing and then modding the games, that will be something that will be very valuable for your future career, for the recruitment process and so on. So I can definitely advise something like this. Okay, let me close this. Savas Roads, my only request is more criminal investigate quests. Okay. Brandon wrote, are you guys gonna release the music on vinyl? Oh god, I'm really not aware of the status on this site, to be completely honest, Brandon. On our anniversary stream, we had we had Marcin Przybyłowicz, right, who was talking about the music a lot, so he would be probably a better person to actually answer this question. Okay, guys, so this is the third Braindance. And as you can see, like, when I was talking quite a bit about the design and so on, I was explaining to you that at first we tried to do it like this, that you're given like a first Braindance, and then there is a second one, and then there is so first Braindance is more like a tutorial, and then we were trying to do actually various different things with that mechanics that we have already introduced you with. Oh shit.
And where are you up to, Mike?
Okay, who the fuck's Mike?
Come here, you rascal. You'll hurt yourself. Tony'll take good care of you. Easy now.
Damn. Okay, that is some creepy shit, my friends. Yeah, creepy shit. Yeah, absolutely. You watched any cyberpunk genre anime like Cyber City or Bubblegum Crisis? I mean, you know, so I of course, you know the classics like Akira. I believe that I watched a bit of Bubblegum Crisis, but I'm not fully sure, to be honest, Pafcha. So I have to say, like, that books and movies are probably my bigger source of inspiration, or a place where I actually, like, learn from rather than anime. But it's not because I don't like anime, it's also because, like, I need to sort of limit my myself to certain things, right? Because I cannot do everything, right? Like, that's a normal thing, I guess. Like, I just don't have that much time, you know, anymore to really play games and just experience stories and so on. So I need to be very deliberate with that.
Come here, you rascal. You'll hurt yourself.
Okay. Cool.
I think this might be the place, V. It's a recent memory. Gotta be his hideout.
Oh, fuck me. Treats the kidnapped boys like cattle.
Afraid, nervous, elevated muscle tension victim. Yep. Jesus Christ, this guy. This guy.
Hey, the Illuminated Towers. Promoting the Us Cracks album that came out then. Colors changed every hour.
Oh, wow. That is, like, that's I really remember, like, our discussions. I remember our discussions in the team, you know, when we were actually designing this moment, because we wanted the player to really, like, see, you know, where actually this farm could be positioned, right? And we were thinking about, like, okay, how to make the player actually see it. And then someone, I think our writer, it was either Dominika Kuczyńska, the quest designer for this quest, or Rafał Orkan, who has wrote the dialogues for it. And I remember they came up with this idea, okay, what if actually when this guy crawls out, you can see those characteristic pillars of light over the Night City, right? And we were like, okay, this actually might be a really pretty clever solution, you know. Colors change every hour, brought to you by Ascrax. Exactly, Towers of Light. And that was, like, associated with that album being released at the time. The actual murderer is Antoni's father. Antoni is actually a victim too. Yep, well said, Savas. But that's the thing, you know, like, you will actually, when you will be actually studying, you know, a lot of how to say it, you know, stories of people who were criminalists, you'll find out that they were victims too very often, you know, or their whole, how to say, story of them actually being a victim started from, them being a murderer really started from being a victim first. What do you mean of powers of light, Bavcho? Oh, you mean the towers of light? Okay, because you corrected it, Palpatunio. Well, the towers of light are those like light pillars that you can see over Night City, right? You know which one? The one with commercials. The ones that are like pointing towards the sky. Towers of light. Yeah, Camille Cesaro wrote, if you visited the farm earlier in this game, you will recognize it. Exactly. If you will visit the 2 farms, first near Laguna Bend, you will decide about which farm you should go. Oh, spoilers. Yes, I'm not going to read spoilers. I guess probably many of us know about that at this point already. Okay, guys, let's do it. Like, by the way, like the fact that we are actually like securing cases when player has, at least we tried in majority of cases, secure situations when player has visited a certain place before the quest sends him or her there, is actually something that we started during Witcher 3. We did it quite a bit in The Witcher 3, and we have done it also in Cyberpunk.
You must have been an auto shop or something here at some point.
Okay, that's not... So, a former auto shop.
Signage on the farm model points to Petrochem.
So, guys, a bit of a background story for you. So, do you remember this? Do you remember I was telling you, like in the past, that we are very often using a code names, right, for different quests. So the quest that we are actually playing right now, its code name is SQ021. Okay, do you see the farm model of that device? Yeah, exactly. So it's a small, I think it's a small inside joke and a hint from our quest designer Dominika Kuczyńska, who, when implementing that, decided to include this here. You know, it's just like a small wink for the data miners. So Romulus and his bros. So that, you know, when they find things like that, they can actually be like, holy shit, I recognize this, you know. So hey, it's always just a part of a it's part of the how to say it, fun and the play. Raisins in the cheesecake? Jesus, what are we guys talking about? Raisins in cheesecake? Yes, we do have them in Poland. I don't know, serious. Hey, still here. What did you mean? So, hello. Berek asks, I'm curious, are you allowed to publish quest documentation? No, my friend. For example, documents about quests for Witcher 3, I want to learn how to make documentation properly. No, unfortunately, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't. Zoriasha asks very important question. Cheesecake with raisins or without them? Zoriasha, so actually, well, being a true Polish dude and eating the typical standard Polish cheesecake, it's, I think, by default, with raisins, but it's when we have the white cheese in. But if you are talking about the more typical English cheesecake or a Scottish one, when the cheese is actually blended with some vanilla sugar in it and stuff, Scots and Englishmen, they do not use raisins in it. So hey, here you have an answer.
Perfect.
So if I'm having a Polish, I think I'll have it with raisins. But if it's a Scottish or English one, it's without them. Yes, that's basically. Islatus asks, what was the reason as why CDPR chose Cyberpunk as the next franchise to make games into? You guys could have played it safe without other genres that require less detail and probably headaches. Yeah, I know, but we don't play stuff. We don't play safe, right? It's also a pretty big difference from Witcher that is medieval. So, my friend, you have sort of answered yourself your own question, right? Like, one of the things that our you know, a studio head decided, and I fully supported him on that, is that we should not pick something that is safe. We should not pick something that we really know, because otherwise we'll stagnate as a as a team, and we want to develop. We want to become better. We want to grow, also as in creators, as an artist. And that's why we have picked something that is vastly different. I would say much more complex and much harder to do. And I think that's really the answer. Like it's a separate question of how well we have done it. I'm very much aware of the fact that there's a ton of things that could have been much better in Cyberpunk, but on our level of knowledge and skill, that was the absolute maximum that we could give you guys at the time we had. But yeah, I personally actually really love the fact that we didn't play it safe, that we have picked something completely different, you know. So anyhow, Isletus, I hope you guys will in time appreciate that, because like whatever we'll be working in the future, you know, whatever kind of game we'll be making, right? Like anything in any kind of IP or any kind of franchise or whatever, it will also always this experience of working on something completely new and being forced to actually come up with so many new things for Cyberpunk. It will enrich any other game, any new game that we'll be working on, even patches and so on. I already see it. Expansion, I already see it working like this. So it's just, you know, besides, I personally, I don't want to be a creator who all his life has been working only on one franchise and nothing else, right? Because that will make you completely dry as a creator. Like, you need to try to basically do something else. Like, I know it may sound really, really strange to you, but I'll throw you a name of an artist that I really admire. I don't think I'm mistaken. David Bowie. So I think David Bowie has been given the Nobel Prize from Literature last year, right? Was it in 2021? I think. And this is a guy, an absolute star, who has been throughout his career redefining himself constantly, multiple times. You know, finding and looking for different ways of how to do things, how to build things, and learning, you know.
Terminal controls the pins.
And that's amazing. This is the way how you can actually become really better and maybe like I would say a complete version of yourself. Anyway, I'm really sorry for an extremely long answer, but I think that is the topic that is I would say important for me. Boltzmann Baby wrote expansion confirmed. I mean, I've been talking that we are making the expansion, so Among Us 2 confirmed, Ezio. Okay, I mean, cool, cool. I don't know what dudes from Among Us are doing, but hey, we are stalling Pavel. He'll be finished with BD in 2023. Yes, you guys kinda are stalling me. I mean, I love your questions though, to be honest. But I love playing this game too. So let us move forward and let's see. Okay, where is? Oh, okay, this thing.
Look, another one.
Oh, that's a victim. Holy shit. Pumped with hormones unconscious. Damn. Okay, let's go another one.
Don't see Randy anywhere.
Okay, so that's another victim. Yeah, I'm leaving signal range a bit. Okay, let's try this. Can I see it? I can. Okay, that's another victim, I think. Sapphire wrote, David Bowie is an absolute icon, my favorite. Pavel Saska, I guess it could work. Okay, thanks. I mean, just guys, but to be honest, like you are aware that I'm not comparing what I'm doing to David Bowie. I'm not. It was just an example because I would not dare to compare. It was just an example of an artist who has been redefining himself whole his life, whole his creative career. An example of artists for whom it actually worked really well. Light and sound effects of an heavy AV.
Hearing what I'm hearing?
Trash barge. That's the signal to dump. Has to be a landfill nearby.
I think that might be it.
Oh. I think River put it together.
Not so sure, River. Think we ought to explore a bit more.
Should have to okay. I like your headlines.
Okay.
Very creative.
Let's go with your gut.
Okay, but can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Because I just wanted to check the rest switch layer. I wanted to check the rest of the clues. So please allow me. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, is that the one?
Looks like Peter Pan turned this farm into a goddamn final bastion.
Ooh, find a
These turrets
bastion.
and mines. They're controlled by some other tech, not the comp in the barn.
MJ Torsheets wrote, in Iran, a website released a free mod for Cyberpunk. It turned Arabic sub into Persian. Okay. Interesting. Huh. I see you guys having a bigger discussion in... I am just checking if I didn't miss anything important. Sorry. Revolver Ocelota wrote, how do you distinguish hate from well-deserved, although in some places strong criticism? I think it's important not to consider distant criticism for a hate, because then it's harder to draw right conclusions about the game. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I completely agree with you. Like, I think like I think the difference between like hate and actually fair criticism is like, first of all, like when you're seeing like hearing people criticizing you or maybe your behavior or maybe the game or maybe whatever has been done, is like you can see the intention, right? And often the intention is because you want that person or you want that thing or you want that company to be better and get better, right? And like I think the hate is basically just there's no intention, right? There's no intention to make you better in any way. There's just intention to say something negative about that certain thing, a game, a person, a situation, right? So I think there is it's very important, of course, you know, to differentiate that. In case of Cyberpunk, it's been difficult sometimes, but nevertheless, we've been doing that, right? Because it's important to, it's really important to understand that. And I mean, honestly, like, I think that being closed, you know, in your own echo chamber is probably one of the worst things you can do, you know, for yourself as a creator. So it's definitely important to like engage with the other people's opinions and just hear and just listen to it and hear it, right? Yeah, I think that's the most I would say educated answer I can give you at this point.
Got some cables.
You know, like me personally, I've been looking for both because like especially during Cyberpunk, I've learned like there's so much justified criticism hidden under layers of hate that I have accepted the fact that in a way I have to go through this because otherwise I won't learn and I won't understand you know, what's to be done to be better and to grow. Oh, Kit 1911 redeemed recommend a reading. You missed this. Maybe I did. I mean, I have a bunch of people that actually like redeemed the points. Let me. Oh yes, I see it. Okay, guys. So actually, because now I will jump and close and I can recommend you one cool thing to read.
Okay, so where do we sit now exactly?
We know Harris still lives near an old school that's now underwater. Mm-hmm. You can see the NC skyline and the Uscrax towers from the farm. It's a few miles out. Farm's located near a landfill. We know that too.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to the clues I found, right?
Shipping code on the game Randy got from Harris traces out to the Badlands. Those towers promoting the Uscrax album. Colors change regularly, once an hour. So we know the time.
He's
11 at
good.
night.
Right. And that puts the farm east of the city. Southeast, actually. Stamp on the NCFD certificate was from the southern region. Farm model's a petrochem design, so that eliminates any others.
This
Which
dude.
narrows it down to Edgewood Farm. That's gotta be our place.
So, we've got it.
Just hope we didn't fuck it up. Come on, we gotta go.
Yeah, and as you guys know, like there's like few different ways this can go, but because we've been checking thoroughly all the clues one after another, actually River has managed to put it all together and like figured out very clearly where that place is. Okay. Us cracks always makes me giggle. Love those silly puns. Yeah, that was Alex Buere, quest designer, that came up with the name. Radiance wrote, you guys have a track record of always improving your games. With Cyberpunk, you already built such a phenomenal foundation. Thank you, Radiance. Like we'll definitely do our best. You know, to improve moving forward. I don't think that anyone in the studio is even thinking, you know, differently. Like that's exactly what we want to do. Just improve and you know, like make better things moving forward. Oh god, guys, there's so many comments from you already. I will be going with River, and I will now go through the recommended reading because Kid 1911 has redeemed the points. So, guys, I'm always trying to actually recommend you books and not repeat the books I have already recommended. So in this case, I won't repeat as well any of the books that I've already talked to you about, but I wanted to recommend you actually another one book that I've read a few years ago, and I'm reading it actually right now again to just refresh it in my memory. And you may actually recognize it. It's a book from a very famous psychologist, and the book is called Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. Simon is very active in social media, both in LinkedIn and in Twitter. You can actually see lots of his videos on YouTube. And Simon Sinek has been focused on the company culture, on leadership, how to build actually healthy and well-functioning teams. And the book is fantastic. It actually talks about the importance of the leader willing to eat last, of the leader willing to be the last one in canteen who approaches the place with food, willing to be the last one who is served. And he talks about the importance of putting the people first. In that book, and goes over many different examples, and I really encourage you to check it if you are a manager or a team player of any form or a leader. I think it's a great book to learn from, and I personally really enjoyed Leaders Eat Last, and that's why I'm just like going over it again to just refresh it, make sure I remember everything that Simon is talking about in that book. Okay, it's gotta work.
Done more in 2 days than the NCPD accomplished in weeks.
Not hard to do, but yeah, you're right. Thanks, V.
Camille, I can't stop right now, you know that.
We'll find him, River.
We need to find Randy, right? We are going to save Randy, and then...
What was eating at him?
This isn't your fault.
It's not futile, DJ Gnu.
And I wasn't there for it. Fuck!
Damn. You can see how nervous he is about him.
Hold on, Randy. Please hold on.
Not sure if you can talk about it, but are there any major insights if you're gathering evaluation of core quests? Like, are there any aspects you think you work particularly well and you want to push further future content for the game? DapTF, absolutely. Actually, there's like ton of things that I have gathered, you know, and ton of material, you know, that I have from evaluating all the quests and also reception of the players of that. But that is like a lecture for 3 hours long, to just like going over with examples and discussing it. I don't think that there is a way for me to like phrase it in like few sentences. There's just formal adagio. You are talking about Creativity Incorporated. Oh yeah, I of course know it. So don't worry about it. Like I love Creativity Incorporated. Actually, a lot of managers in our studio had to read it, you know, at some point. So I love it. We need a separate lecture Saska stream. Okay, guys. Saving. Okay, there are fucking mines here. What is going on? Okay, I think they are not ready for me.
Premature discharge. I'm sorry.
Did you guys see the Skippy just said premature discharge? Yeah, those are like 30,000. Jesus Christ. I'm just disarming the mines, guys. I'm just disarming the mines.
Don't stop.
Problem solution. Please don't stop. Thanks. Okay, guys. Holy shit. Let's go in. Let's just check every corner. Just Naruto ran over the minefield. No, my friend. No Naruto this time around. Okay, I'm taking my fucking favorite gun that does like 1 billion damage. Holy shit, what's going on? Damn. Okay. I'm just checking if there's any Jesus Christ. Okay. Damn, there's a bit of mines here, I have to say. So close. No, Camille, I'm not dying anymore. Why don't you turn off the turrets from the training? Because I just prefer when they explode. You know how it is. I just like when they explode, you know?
No. Premature discharge. I'm sorry. This never happens.
Right, Skippy. Premature discharge. This never happens. Right. I'm not going to comment on that because I'm don't want to get banned on Twitch. So, best Skippy joke. Wow, Pavel doesn't really like mines. Well, I mean, my friend, I don't know how many streams you've seen.
On the bar, 2 more turrets. That front gate's a death trap.
New magazine detected.
New
Message to user. Thanks, Choom.
Those lines from Skippy are the best. Absolutely fucking the best. So, guys, I died to more mines in Cyberpunk than I care to admit, Nikara wrote. I mean, my friend, I feel you. I think that I mostly died to mines. You know? I mostly died to mines.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Info Flash.
It was going so well. It was going so perfect timing. It was going so well. Holy fuck. Okay. Yes. Anyway. Okay. Let's get rid of those. The camera. Where are the fucking the turrets that River mentioned? He mentioned that there are two more turrets. Okay, I need to save.
Reason for firing.
By the way, guys, because like at the moment when I died, I actually wanted to tell you. I actually wanted to tell you that. Stealthy grenade the mines. Oh, that's a cool idea. So there is a storytelling trick reveal redeemed by Sarah. So I wanted to talk to you about this. So actually, creation of Skippy. Skippy, as you guys see, is a very special gun that we have made for Cyberpunk, and this has been actually the gun has been designed by Danish Markiewicz. Danish is our senior quest designer, as you guys probably know already. Now, Danish basically worked together with our gameplay designers to implement this system when actually Skippy is commenting on various things that player is doing, and because we wanted to, where the hell? Because we wanted the player to actually feel that Skippy actually has a personality, and in this specific circumstance, Danish and gameplay designers work to pick those moments, those specific triggers, when I, as a player, what the hell? That as a player, I decided to like shoot something, in my case those are mines, in a specific way, and then Skippy can actually...
Yeah, don't stop.
Yeah, don't stop. Skippy can actually comment on it, right? And you can see basically throughout those comments that we have managed... that we have managed to draw a certain type of personality, you know, that Skippy has. Like, for instance, like, he loves being low, getting next clip, right? 9-1 Decker, I clipped that dev, go enjoy it. Oh, thanks, man. So basically, for instance, Skippy loves getting your clip, right? Like, he loves when you put things inside him, apparently. So basically, Skippy's like, at the moment when you put clips in, he's always commenting in like semi-sexual manner, and like those were like one of the things that in this case Kuba Szamałek, our writer, and Danish Markiewicz, quest designer, they
By the barn, 2 more turrets. That front gate's a death trap.
they decided to do in here. Like, seriously, there's so many fucking mines here. Like, Dominica really spent a lot of time mining this place. Holy hell. Okay. So yes, basically the storytelling trick that we are using here is like the fact that you can, as a designer, really, like, you can create an impression that that object, in this case this gun, is actually really alive and is actually really having a personality of sort, right? Like when you pick a certain specific lines for him in this case, and you know, team that up with of course correct timing, so like the moments when he says it. Okay. Hey, River. Glad you're with us. Quiet now, and they will see us. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Jesus, there's so many mines here. Okay, this place is almost demined. God. I really like the explosions from mines, though. Don't go there yet. Check the house. Oh yeah, I will. I will check the house. I'm just now in the demining protocol, because I am going to die here, and that's not the plan. Okay, almost done with this.
Don't stop.
Mine completionist, absolutely. Okay. Damn, this place is pretty huge. Shit. Whoa. Jesus Christ. River, be careful. That mine was very sturdy. Meanwhile, Randy is hanging on by life by thread, hearing a million explosions going off. Exactly. Exactly. Maybe grenades so more explode? I can try it. I can try it. This quest reminds me a bit of a movie Cell, the one with GLO, with the serial killer being in coma and looking for emissions inside his head. Was this an inspiration? Actually, honestly, this is a good question. Like, as far as I'm aware, it wasn't. But you know, you kind of never know, right? Like with designers and creators, I don't think so. That it was an inspiration, but like, you know how it works sometimes that like things seem similar. Thanks, true. That the things seem similar or are similar also, but there was no intention actually. There was no like common root, so to say. What the fuck is this? Okay, this one was hidden pretty well. The heck? Okay. Whoa! This is like insanity. It's good that my friend River is coming here. Mr. Pavel, remember to hydrate. Thank you, Camille. Here you have it, my best fucking voice actor mug. Nightmare of the neurotic person when you by accident leave one mind working. Yeah. Absolutely, my friend. So not going to let that happen, are we? Where is? Oh, that was just just RTX is screwing me over, you know, guys, because it's like the light is like, what the fuck? Light is like reflecting, and it's like easy to. It's like kind of easy to miss. Okay, guys, we're almost done with this. Jesus Christ. My OCD does not allow me to leave any of those mines working here. I'm getting better in that shit. Here we go. The heck? Thank God for double jump. Because my bro River could like walk into one of those. Oh, guys. No, oh my God. Anyway, guys, so are we going to do it? Like run between them, you know? Here you go, ha! Perfect.
Premature discharge. I'm sorry. This never happened.
You shot juice 8 daggers. What the fuck is that? Okay, we are going to destroy only the mines that are on the way. Because it's time to move on. It's time to move on, my friends. What's happening? Okay, let's check the house. Let's check the house. The fucking flamingos. Okay, the doors... Oh, no. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't have the... Let me actually try to hack it. Hello? I don't have a 5. I don't? Wait, what? I have 7. Okay. Why you don't allow me? Cool. Cool, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't recognize the fact that I'm trying... Oh, I get you. Thank you, guys. I get you now. Or do I? Jesus. You guys were of course right. That was quick, I think. Did I fail instantly? Press F, you're holding it. I did press, actually. I did press. Like, that was the whole problem, my friend. That I actually tried to... Wow, this is like a Mortal Kombat, this game for me. Go through a window? Yeah, I mean, that was my intention. Okay, that was my intention, I have to admit. Okay, okay, guys, intense fucking concentration. Oh, this I can go to the roof. There's almost no mines here, I hope. Okay, there's something here. I can't open this one. It seems I can't. Okay, there's a window. Oh, thank God, level designers for multiple ways to get into locations. Because that door was stressful. I mean, that door pad. Pretty sure that was not what was supposed to happen. Okay. Manipulation easier than you think? The fundamental, yet effective manipulation technique is when you call undermining. For the manipulator to get the target to what he or she wants, the target must first accept the manipulator's opinion as true or valuable. This is easiest to achieve by making the targets feel inferior through harsh criticism. The more accurate, the better. The target will begin to yearn for praise from the manipulator, becoming more open to cooperation. That is manipulation. Lol, backseat gamers here. Yeah, we have a bit of them here, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to be. Okay, my friends, that was interesting. Okay. Oh! I think I recognize it from somewhere. Could it be this? Could it be this? My trustworthy notebook. I'm almost at the end of it, by the way, my friends. Almost at the end, you know. So, a lot of notes. A lot of notes. Yeah. Enhance. Saska's legendary notebook. Yes, that's my notebook actually. That is like, you know, I'm using it daily with my work. So yeah. So yeah, those are the notes. Yeah, I remember our concept artists like talking to me about this. They wanted to use it. Well, you know, again, I got to a house of a psycho. I guess that's okay. You know, at least I'm included in the game. Right? Participation award. Oh, cockroaches. Oh, cool. Okay. It's a really nice place. Jesus. Joy of influence, the simple rules. Okay, I guess he's just obsessed with that topic. Okay, we've been here. Been here. I went through here. Okay, so this is on another side. Okay, let me actually I automatically fail those by some reason. I think that's because I'm too weak in that. I'm not actually sure what's going on. Yeah, the question is bugged. I have a feeling that the answer is yes, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no worries, chat. I know about the upstairs. I'm getting there in a moment.
It's gotta be here. Have a look around.
Damn. It's pretty interesting that they have used my notebook, my notes as a, well, how can I call it, the inspiration for those drawings on the walls. Man dies in the way he was born, soft, weak, and helpless. Death, the one certainty in this universe of chaos, can be both a tragic end and a release from suffering. It can come as an unexpected twist, or as a beautiful, caroling counterpart to a life well lived. The curse we face is a humanity, the only living beings in constant awareness of death, is our inordinate focus on the fact how much happier is the life of the gazelle that escapes the chica's clutches, thinking that it evades death one and for all, than the poor soul living out his days knowing each step inches him closer to the void. Anyway, hope you have a book backup. Well, I mean, I'm just using my notebook always. When I will finish it, I'll just add more to it. A Braindance kit user's manual. Okay, guys, let's check it. Damn. Huh. Okay. With this Braindance kit, you are able to play our commercial Braindances formatted on a compatible data storage media. For safety and certain reasons, this device should never be modified or tempted with in any way. Should you have technical questions and concerns, please contact an accredited technician. If used in ways other than those designed, personal injury and damage to the device may occur. Please retain the following information in the event the device is put up for resale or given to a third party after purchase. Setup. 1. Remove kit from packaging. Point 2. Insert Braindance media into the device slot or use the provided cable to connect it to the parent device. Sit in a calm and quiet area and place the device on your head. Turn on the device and enjoy your Braindance experience. Note, accepting the above terms, conditions, and instructions means we waive the responsibility on the part of the manufacturer and all affiliated parties. All of your injuries and damage occurred during use of the device. Enjoy! Yeah. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Take my money, DC9. Okay. Okay. Let me actually read it because there's Anthony talking to Quasar Seeker. Interesting. Okay, so there are some other people here. Okay, anyway, let me check it. Anthony 34 talking to Quasar Seeker. Hello, I'm happy to see you signed up for my help program. I'd like you to hear more about you. What's your name? What's been bothering you? It really matters. I'm nobody. I'm a zero. Nobody cares about me, but thanks for pretending to. Anyway, give me a chance. Whatever. I'm Sean. Been thinking about death a lot lately. How nothing really matters and why even try. My folks don't want me to be an embarrassment, but I'm a piece of shit, so fuck me, right? I keep fucking up and trying harder is just more miserable. I can't even get out of bed most days, so yeah, I guess that's it. Let me help, Sean. I know how to solve every one of your problems. You're worth more than you think. Trust me, Tony. Pavel said pappy face. It's all real. Then Antony talking to Ray Bongo. Hello, you asked me in the application if this is all for real. I can assure you, real Bongo, it absolutely is. Let's take the next step for you see yourself. Of course, before I can help you, I would be better if you got to know each other first. Don't you think? My name's Tony. And you? Fuck off, Tony! Okay, and then we have Anthony actually talking to B. Randy. Hello, have you nothing to worry about? Everything you say stays between us. First, tell me a little about yourself. Nothing to tell. My dad's dead. I live in a shithole with my mom, bro, and sis, and I got an amazing girlfriend who's wasting her time on me. I have a cop uncle who still wants me to make something out of me. Yeah, good luck. Not that we talk much these days anyways. What else? I'm poor, a fucking waste of air and space. At least my dad had respect. I got nothing. Can't even afford any chrome. Only thing I did get lately was my ass beat by my chums. My mom wasted to flatline herself once, so I can't talk to her about anything, or I will be the reason she slits her wrist. Hard to see how things get any worse, but even harder to see how they get better. My whole life's a fucking comic joke. The first step to improving your life is acknowledging where it has failed. Good news is that first step is already behind you. I've been in your shoes before. I know how you feel and I know how to help. Let me in, open up, and everything will be fine in no time. You'll see. And then we have Anthony talking to Fine again. Hello, I'm thrilled to hear you overcome your illness. That helps me just how strong you're inside, but it's always good to have the strength of others support you too. Your rehabilitation is the next step on the road to healing. You have already healed your soul. Now let me take care of your body. Together, I know we can't fail. Okay, well, that was inspiring. That was inspiring. Is there anything interesting here? No. Oh, is there anything else here? Oh.
Could be a switch somewhere.
Oh. Okay, so there is a switch in the desk? Huh. Electromagnetic radiation levels increased. Oh, so that's the... Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get the Tinkerbell. By the way, like, we have, like, consciously actually, we have actually consciously, like, placed all of those, you know, key loot elements, like Tinkerbell here, for instance, because it fit the Peter Pan the best. Understanding your teen. The teenage years are truly the most difficult period in a person's life. Not only is it a time for enormous hormonal changes to the brain, but also a time of a searching for one's identity. The teen starts to seek authority figures outside of the family, most often among their peers, but also among celebrities or rocker boys, and even fixers or mercenaries. To become an authority figure to the teen, you all really need to do is have a unique style, maybe throw in a few nice phrases, criticizing the system, and most importantly, convince the teenager that you, and only you, understand. Okay. Shit intensifies. Page not found. Netwatch. This page cannot be displayed. Please contact Netwatch. Okay. Do we have anything here? Okay, I didn't check this computer, I guess. Files. Braindance kit. Okay, that's the one that we have checked. I can help you. Okay, those we have checked too. It's all real from Ray Bongo. Okay, this one is 2, and fantastic news. Okay, so we have all seen that. Okay, but there is the local network. Fuse. And surveillance systems take off too. Connected device 5. Okay. So I guess we have managed to take it down. This is good enough, I guess. Okay, my friends, ready for the barn? It's that time again where we buy Camille a massage to relax again. Okay, there's a mirror that I can check myself in. Okay, guys, we found the ashtray. As well as Pavo doesn't start using the fingers voice. Oh, you know, I mean, come on. Okay, let's just go and turn off the mirror. Hey, River. How are things? Cool. Okay. Okay, bro. I think we're ready to go. Now, was it possible to get there too? I don't think so, but oh, it is. Oh, I think I actually checked it before, but then I got killed by the mine. Right. Okay. It's just a... Okay. Okay, my dear chat, because it's already... My friend, don't block me with passing by. Jesus, you... How the hell did you park your car, River? The fuck, man? Anyway, seriously. There's bushes. Okay. Let's go to the barn. You guys ready? River friend zoned. Do you sometimes feel that Polish players are tougher than other players when it comes to judging your games? Yes, absolutely. Among other reasons, because they want Polish games to be as good as possible. Exactly. Because your success is in a way also their success. Yep. That is exactly the case, my friend. That's why I'm absolutely not... I don't know, the butthurt word is kind of weird here, but that's why I'm actually not, how to say it, taking it badly that Polish players, like, demand much more than others. because they are used to the fact that Polish games are great. There's so many great Polish studios that actually make games. You know, we are not some kind of like a snowflake that is the only one that can really make a good games, because there's been so many amazing games produced by other studios than Red. And I know that, you know, Polish players have, because of that high standard, and I absolutely agree that. I absolutely understand why that happens, you know? Like, that's the thing, when I was a fan of CDPR, so during which one, basically when I, you know, started my career and I was like 19, and I worked for like a few different indie studios and so on, and I just attempted to learn, you know, so that I could, in time, basically join CDPR, because that was always my dream, to work for them. I also had a really high expectations, right? Regarding whatever they were doing. And that was the thing, like anything else, any other studio could have... Yeah, I was not even, like, but I'm talking about myself now. I was not that interested on, you know, and I could probably forgive everybody else fucking up, but not Red, right? And, you know, and that's the thing, I think it's okay, you know, I think it's fine when we are held to the highest standard, because it will make us better, you know. Can I open this? This is not... Can I force it?
Locked up tight. Need to find another way.
Okay, that ladder there looked like an obvious answer. Gierowana Kiełbasa wrote, I'm going, good night to
River,
everyone.
come here, quick!
Good night, Gierowana Kiełbasa. Thank you for being with us. As every week, it's very appreciated, man, that you're with us. Okay, so we're on a roof. Oh god, Heini asks, hey Pavel, have you played the mod Gothic 2 Chronicles of Myrtana? What are your thoughts about it? Damn, I didn't, my friend, I didn't play it. I was talking to you know, others on the stream here already a few times. Oh, he's already there. That I don't have like that much time, you know, to play games nowadays, you know.
We made it. V, shut down the machine. Can't unlink Randy otherwise. Randy. 1052. I repeat, I've got a 1052 at a farm south of the city. Yes, send the fucking squad!
Shit, he's stressing me out so much with his shouting. But you know, I'm trying to play as much as I can, you know. It's just like that. I would say it like work is first, right?
All disconnected.
Okay, disconnected him.
Check the others. Could still be alive.
Jesus fucking Christ. Right. They like stress me out so much. Okay, check the others. Is there anyone here? No. Right, those are all empty. Okay. I guess I have the map pins on those that are like, hey dude, are you alive? Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Been dead a few days already.
Okay. Sorry guys, I really got... Jesus, this is awful. The fact that like, you can see like the fact that you physically do that and disconnect it like this.
Don't be scared.
Ugh.
We're here to help. A bit dehydrated, but you are gonna be fine.
Help me with Randy.
Okay, I'm going to run and help with Randy. I'm just going to check like those places. Is there anything else, River, we should do that you have missed? Heini wrote, I highly recommend it. I try to be as objective as I can, but obviously nostalgia kicks in. But still, I think the mod has great design direction and everything. It's interesting. I'll actually talk to, because like in the quest team in Red, we actually have a bunch of team members who are actually really fans of Gothic. Like I played Gothic like, you know, when I was much younger, when it came out, obviously. Oh, I don't think I can pass through here. But I didn't play the mod. I can say I did. Like, there's so many games I would love to play, but I just don't have time for it. Randy, release. Okay, let's do that. Fuck. What's happening? Oh, okay, we managed to. He's alive.
Randy, hey, you got this, buddy.
This scene is really
Your
well
uncle.
done.
It's gonna be all right.
River, buddy, it's gonna be fine. He's alive. He's just fucking drugged. Zvikla wrote, yep, the mod is great. Okay.
We did it, River.
Yep, we sure did. But I'm not about to leave it like this. The horror that bastard inflicted. Can't let it go.
Damn. It's cool, you know, guys, to see that at the moment when we have actually found out, like, River, of course, you know, used all of his connections and, you know, get the NCPD here. You know, there even Trauma arrived themselves to help out. Even though, like, as we know, as we learned, he's suspended, right? Xeronzikov asked, spoiler question, is there any other ending than staying sick or becoming internet ghost? Well, I mean, so there's 5 endings to the game, and, you know, all of them is dark in some way, right? Because that was basically the direction, that was basically the decision that we have made. So for you as a player, your question is, how do you really want to kind of go down and be remembered, you know? How do you want to live your life? That's, I think, as much as I can point you out to the answers. Why is the Trauma team showing up there? Who has the Platinum? Pablo asked. Well, I mean, first of all, Pablo, you don't have to have Platinum to make the Trauma show up, right? You can have different things or Platinum to show up. Actually, Sandra Dorset has Platinum. That's why they showed up so quickly. And in here, it was River, right, who called them. So it's not that you have to have the Platinum for them to show up, because otherwise they won't ever, right? You need to have any service bot, and in this case, it was River who notified them. Like we didn't go much into detail, like how he got that. Like, it's basically he's using all his available NCPD resources. He has to get it, right? Okay, guys. The horror that bastard inflicted can't let it go. They nabbed him already. He's not going anywhere. What's your plan? Okay, let's just ask him.
What do you want to do? Zero him?
Exactly. Squeeze the life out of him with my bare hands. Sick fuck has to die.
Yeah, I remember, guys, like our design discussions regarding this specific moment when we were like in the design team thinking like, okay, can we actually make this moment when River actually makes his mind and he's like, that was enough for him, you know? So like, in a way, his storyline, as you can see it's about this decline, right? Like, he starts working with you, being an CPD officer. Then at some point he gets suspended. Then he's still like chasing this case, even though he's directly involved because this is family. Then he's using all the access he has really to bring the NCPD here. And then you can hear him actually make up his mind and really consciously consider and think about actually killing him, right? Because like Anthony Harris is there, they have him, right? Like, he is in coma. He was the one, he was dreaming all those Braindances that we were seeing. Don't do it, River. I'll help you. Okay, guys, so what are we doing? Like, are we telling that we're going to help him? I guess so.
No, River. I want that fucker's blood on my hands, too.
Appreciate your dedication, V. But this is between me and Harris. Gonna take him out in my own way. Amidst all this confusion.
Yeah, I just want to support the guy, you know, like, he just, like, yeah, that's why I offered, but he said that he'll take care of it, himself, you know, so, interesting. Discourage him to take their revenge, Evelyn says. I mean, I don't know, it's just, like, it's really difficult. It's really difficult for me, right, because, like as V, you know, role-playing V here, I completely understand him, right? I understand all the struggle, right? Because I've been talking to Joss, like, I know her story, I know, you know, how she lost her husband, you know, and now, being in danger of losing a son and all that, and I understand, you know, River as an uncle who's trying to do that stuff, so it's not that simple, you know. Support him with love. Yeah, I'm trying to. That's basically what I'm doing. Yeah. Don't do it. It will hurt him. Roma wrote. Oh damn. Kazuliski asks about, can I speak about the Trauma Team Diaries? Kazuliski, I don't know much, actually, unfortunately, about that topic, so I really don't know, actually, really about it, what it is, what it refers to, so I really can't offer you much here. Sure you want to do this alone?
Sure you don't want help. They'll catch you.
No, they won't. That is, I was a detective, remember? I know how to cover my tracks.
Pinky Julian wrote, River's nose gonna stay like that if he keeps wrinkling so much. I mean, you know, he's angry, you know? He's angry. Okay, just remember you can count on me. Like, by the way, guys, because there's like lots of questions regarding like behind the scenes stories and different things regarding development. Like, I'm not taking the points. I'm not treating this as an answer for you redeeming the points if it's a small thing that I have picked. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about right now, that is quite small, is basically a character development here. Like I mentioned to you guys, like the basically the story arc, right? The development of River, and each of our like main characters has a bit different story arc, because we wanted to show you like a variety of characters that live in a night city, and I would say variety of topics that they have they encounter, I would say, on their way. And River here is right now, basically, he is inside his personality. He's facing this dilemma of like being a cop who has been suspended, and now he's making a decision inside him of like ending somebody else's life, while he was taught all his life to put that kind of people in jail, to actually punish them using the law system rather than actually taking their life. And this is an important moment of a character development. That's why like you can see basically in our games, in our quests, often those moments when we actually really consciously put your attention as a players at that specific scenes and moments when this character is going through that change inside them. Anyhow, just wanted to emphasize that. Creep Slasher wrote, internet's back finally. Oh, I'm glad you have internet back. Okay, just remember you can count on me.
Just remember, say the word, I'm there. You can count on me.
Need a little time to myself now. But I'll remember.
Hey, we're ready for evac. Are you riding along or not?
Really, V. Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you.
Don't mention it.
And you can see that he's like evacuating with the trauma. So
just
he
in a
was
mood
the
to
one
know.
that called them, right? The moment that River fell in love, Leoncio wrote. Yep. Pretty well spotted. You know. I mean, I think he has been developing feelings for V for quite a bit of time. But yeah. Okay, they left. Interesting comment from Camille that I'm going to write. Remember the talk with Panam about killing Nash? She asks you about killing someone in revenge if you would kill that person. Panam would go for that for her family. River's thinking about the same now. Yep. Creep Slasher wrote, if I'm not mistaken, every main character has their own walking style, right? Yes. They actually have separate basically walk cycles that is matching their unique poses. So when we were working on the different characters for the game, actually what we did when working on like majority of the important characters, we have basically looked into like, okay, this is how all of those characters are constructed. This is how they are looking. So as a designers, we wanted to really make sure that each character is depicted as well as we could. And one of the things that we did was we have picked a different walking styles for the characters. And in the same time, those walking styles, they are actually matching their unique poses. So for instance, like Panam has a completely different poses than Rogue, right? Like Rogue has this iconic pose when she's sitting with like one arm, you know, on the side in the afterlife very often, and you can see her like this, while while Panam is always just much more closed, you know, and they're always like iconic moves. Sorry, not iconic moves, like a very specific movements and animations that those characters are using in those specific situations. You know, like let's say Panam putting her legs on you to just like depict this uniqueness of the character. But it all comes down from that decision that we wanted to give them this unique locomotion, like unique way of moving.
Good morning, Night City!
Oh, fucking Stanley.
Is it a mirage? A hologram? No, my friends. It's clear, open skies.
Okay, Stanley, cool. Cool. Okay, guys, we don't have that much stream left, so I'm thinking actually like about doing something small on a way, you know, before we'll be able to wrap it up for today, because like of course, you know, River's because of course River's storyline is going to continue. We are going to, because I am going to definitely romance River. Camille, I'm going forward. Go along the road. There's a question mark pretty nearby. This location looks really fucking cool. You're a human form of GPS. Where is the place to get that car? Oh, I think Camille can tell you like the best, I think. A building on the right that's the only building I'm seeing on the right. Oh, this one, the small one there? Camille, isn't that the place where there was like bazillion mines before? Yeah. We have visited that. We have visited this place. There was a place where there was like bazillion mines. And when it comes to the car, this is a unique car that Merkman had, and you can find it for free. It's basically when you are doing one of the Panam's quests. So I guess here. Oh Lord, I remember right now. Pavel made the river moans. Yes, I did. River and Karis. River and Karis, my friend. So we are going to have a very awkward stream with me romancing River. Creep Slasher, do you do all the usual design each quest and implement it like that, or do you try to design outline the planned quest before moving to implementation? Yes, we always actually we are always trying to really outline every quest really before we are moving to implementation. So we are always having them actually on a level of, on a paper level, before we really even move on to implementing anything. And that specifically applies to all the storylines of like more important characters. You know, like specifically like Judy Panam, you know, River Carey, you know, those were always planned out much ahead because we wanted to make sure that we'll be able to... I won't be able to jump there. So basically you can say that we are always like trying out, making sure that we are doing it much before, because basically like to design a pretty, how to say, pretty immaculate combination of story and gameplay and so on, that it goes down and has an interesting and specific arc to it, it takes time, you know? So... Camille says, just go to the road. I will, I'm just actually checking this this landfill space. Also because, like, I wanted to tell you guys a story about this landfill. So, this is actually... This place is actually really interesting from also technical point of view. Do you see how much trash there is? Right? This has been like really challenging, you know, to make, also from a technical standpoint. And what our technical designers actually have been doing, they basically prepared like a generator for our location, for our, sorry, I have fallen down, for our environment art team to be able to actually generate trash, you know, and those like piles of trash, depending on the specific rules, and like simulate it, you know? So like, that's why you basically have this, that's why when you have those piles of trash, you know, it's not that it has been all placed manually. Like, majority of it has been placed manually, but then together with it, we had like a special generator for trash to just make sure that we can basically make you guys a very believable landfill. And then, basically, as you can see, all those objects, if you go over it really carefully, they are becoming repeatable at some point, you know? But there's quite of a variety, you know, when it comes to this. And of course, you know, there's also flat texture below to just like make sure that it looks the best possible. But anyway, that's just a bit of a background story regarding like just building a believable trash site, you know. I think that okay, Camille, I'm back to the thing. So where actually you propose to go? Where actually do you propose to go? Because I think we've been here, right? We've been here to all those places. Oh, maybe let's go to the reported crime there, and let's end up end up the stream with dealing with those baddies. Like here, right, Camille? I'm going right. You said... Wait, what? Okay, you're such a troll. I'm not a troll. Green mannequin, it's above the left, the farm. Sorry. I'm sorry, you poor cactus. Because I'm reading the chat, I have killed the cactus. I need to go now to stop the crime. I need to go now to stop the crime that is happening somewhere there. That looks like this one. That looks like here. Yes? Okay. Our favorite song is playing. Jesus, why I take those turns such a strange way? I really like this car, by the way. There was a question, did I find all the legendaries? No, unfortunately I didn't yet. That's you know, like I think I'm like what, maybe like 40%, 30% of the main story. Same amount of side quests. I think when it comes to side, cool. When it comes to side activities, also a bit. Hey, hello. Oh god, flip back. Okay, cool. Managed to survive. I'm sad that you invested so much time to garbage. Maybe next time you invested more to story and characters. I mean, my friend, we have invested the most of the time of story and characters, right? Besides, like, please remember that here I was talking about environment artists and technical designers. Those are not people that are working on the story and characters, right? Hope you're aware of it. Like, this is a completely... Oh, holy shit. This is a completely different team that is involved in making a trash fill, a landfill, you know. Besides, as we talked about it on the streams, actually making... Ooh, what? Wow, I found a fucking cool cellar. Okay. Besides, like, making a believable world is really important, you know, like, and nailing down all of those, you know, things that can be in the game but don't have to, but are like additional extra things, is really important, you know, for just making the world feel alive, and not even alive, but feel believable, you know. This is a thing that I was talking to you guys about regarding It Takes Two just a bit moment ago. Like, all those things that just make the world look more real are incredibly important, and in a way, it's also influencing the characters because those characters inhabit that world, right? So yeah. I think that, well, honestly, like, there's nothing else that took as much time and budget as characters and story. Anyhow, let me, guys, check that chart and then that basement. Yes, Flux Zero wrote, that's the best activity after you finish the game, going to explore Night City, looking for legendaries every corner and rooftop. Huh, that's cool. Okay, archive conversation between Valentin Krylov and Shelma. Chum, I can't jack out of and you're heating up. Hello. Fucking fuck. Fuck. What do you do? They blocked me. Hey, fuckers knew I was coming. They were ready. I can't fucking jack out. I know. What do I do? Buddy, gotta chill the body. Or I'll flatline. But I'm out of ice. So get out of the basement. Fuck, what was the code? Keep putting in the wrong code. Shit. 1011 and run your ass over to the generator. AC you on full blast. You gotta chill, my buddy. Generator's about to gonk. Just do what I fucking tell you. Shit, man. Once you calm me down, call Akulov for help. They say I can't contact him. Fuck, man, I'm dying here. Call him. I think at the end that didn't work out. Did it? Yes. Okay. Guys, so what? Let's try to. Oh God! Thank you so much, guys, for all the subs. Timothy Everson just subbed a moment ago. Thank you so much. And there was another person just a moment ago. Karim 1996. Thank you so much, guys. It's really appreciated. Okay, let me actually explore that basement. Oh. The hell? Wow. That is really fucking cool. They had only grenade here, that's disappointing. Oh, okay, a gun. That is such a fucking cool atmospheric thing. Like, I walked in and there were like all those flies. You can see all the flies, you know, around, above the body. Damn, poor person. What the hell did she do? Oh, and that's the Akulov that they were talking about. That's the Akulov, my friends. Reported crime, Comrade Red. Nice. Okay, give me the shard. Okay, so I think that's Mikhail Akulov writing to Shelma. Shelma, my dearest comrade, you know what you have to do. I know you have to do, but out of my fond affection for your cherished administration, for the sake of Soviet order, I must remind you of what you are to do. Generally speaking, you will use your skills for the glory of the Soviet nation. More precisely, you'll track carefully the actions of the Chinese in the net and act as a smokescreen for my duties in town. Find out where they are in the discussions with Arasaka. Map their strong and weak points. Just give me some reason for us to fight them. Enter cyberspace, my running comrade, and fight. The more you learn, the better. Don't get caught, my friend, and once you return, you must welcome to come to my dacha for one of those parties. Your Misha. Yeah, understood. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, let me actually check. Oh, there's nothing else. I think that we have actually explored this whole thing. A really actually cool small bit that I was not expecting, you know, to find this like tiny basement here with that one room with Netrunner next to this trailer, I guess. Pretty fun find. Okay, my friends, let me save the game. Just after I loot that beers. Okay. Let me save the game, and that's not what I wanted to do. And we are going to be wrapping it up for today. It actually took quite a bit of time for us to play this quest. The hunt is quite long, especially when I was answering so many questions and talking so much at the background. So, my dear friends, I will leave you with something cool to listen to, which you should probably recognize. That's one of our favorites, I think, to wrap up this stream. Andrei wrote, Pavel, please may I ask you something about finding it all over again? What's with all the no future, no regrets? I'm watching your stream for my first time, by the way, and I find it awesome. I'm not sure, Andrei, what you're asking about. Like, I definitely can answer your question. You're talking about no future, no regrets. You are referring to our graffitis that were very often used. Well, as you can imagine, like, no future, no regrets. This is the no future is the, like, one of, I don't know, slogans you can call it, and it's basically looping it all up to the fact that we are depicting a world that is very dystopian in its nature, right? And that people that live in that world don't really believe in it so much. Those are the people that really don't believe that any future really is possible. Because the game it's a noir game, it's dystopian, it's showing the future with not much future, you know. So this is what it is about. It's just showing us a dark variant of retro future that hopefully won't ever happen. But unfortunately we are closer to it, even though we don't want to, you know. So guys, thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. Damn, we are already after the time and we should be wrapping it up. I see that there is this question about ludonarrative dissonance from Revolver, I think. Revolver asks, what do you think about many AAA games need to have open world this time? So I realize that most anticipated games of this year will have open worlds for dozen hours. And I would prefer more games like the latest Guardians of the Galaxy. It should be balanced in some way. I mean, you know, Revolver, I believe in the vision of the creators, right? So if the part of the vision is the open world, so let's say the Elden Ring, right, that is coming very soon. I'm actually really excited about the game. Part of a core of the vision of the game is the fact that it's an open world. The Elden Ring team has been talking about it a bit, that they've been building it up from the very beginning, starting from Demon Souls, you know, and more linear approach, and they wanted to show and build the game in that scope. So I would say that in cases when it actually is a part of a vision, it makes sense, of course, right? But it needs to be part of the vision, right? I think like games are you know, following the similar manner as books, as comic books, as movies and music, which is different trends, right? And at some point, the trend of open world games started. Also because like open world games very often are the games that are selling very well. And one of the reasons for that is because the open world game offers like actually lots of hours to play for your money, right? There is a very good value that the game gives you for the money you have paid, and for a lot of people it's very attractive. So there's of course many more reasons why open worlds became such a I would say big trend, but that happened, you know, at some point. Probably like I would say Skyrim has been like one of the most important and prominent representatives of that trend, but then, you know, other bigger games that followed as well, you know, made it alive, and Witcher 3 as well, you know, quite a lot. So I would say, you know, like I like open world games actually myself quite a lot, and I think it makes sense in situations when this is a core part of the experience, you know. Anyhow, my friends, because we are already after the time, so I will be wrapping this up. You know, thank you so much, guys, for the awesome 4 hours together. I really enjoyed being back, and you know, I hope we'll see each other every week fairly regularly in this year. I wanted to thank all the Reds and moderators that have been here with us. Chivok, our customer support engineer, Ayano, our UI producer, Arashi, our gameplay designer, and our moderators, Sapphire and Kogito. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, for modding, for helping out. And we'll see each other in next week when we'll hopefully have more fun and play together. Glad to have you back, Romulus, as well. See you guys around, and bye.